It's Lisa Kowalczyk with the Medicine Hat and District Chamber of Commerce, and I'm joined by Greg Morrison. I think everybody knows Greg and with the Medicine Hat Mavericks and some of the challenges that you've been going through, particularly with not being able to have a season this year, Greg. But that's not all you're dealing with, because of course you have your clinic as well and trying to balance both. So what have you been doing to cope with and adapt to COVID-19 since March and now coming into, this relaunch phase?
Yeah, owning a baseball team and a sport massage clinic, were both greatly affected by what happened, as I'm sure everybody was, even those that may have not have lost their jobs or were mandated to close. But, early on, that first week was really just trying to get educated, learning as much as I could, following different, websites, so it's adapt or die in business and in life. And, we're not all through it yet. I think the repercussions of this will last. And, I don't know when normalcy is going to return, if ever will. But, for my end, that first 7 weeks, you feel paralyzed. You're not leaving your house. You're trying to get credible sources of information. And I got to tip my hat to yourself and your crew because of all the information out there, just leaning on you guys through amalgamating the information for us, putting it on your website, getting Facebook live chats where people could ask you a question. And it wasn't always about getting information. It was just knowing that we were in this together. And it was a big deal having you guys.
Well, I'm definitely glad we could help. That was our goal, was to recognizing that it was a lot of information and it was we were inundated daily with information. And I think of it from a business owner perspective of everything you have to deal with and then trying to sift through that as well. So I'm glad that was able to help. What were some of the programs that you have used or are looking to use as you move forward to help with some of the costs related to COVID?
In regards to my clinic, I didn't have staff. The revenues were down. We would have hit those requirements. Most of the support, aside of, the CERB personally, but with the Mavericks, we have the 75% wage subsidy. We actually just started kicking that in with right around that first month of March. I tried to hang on to my staff as long as I could. And eventually I did have to let him go, but I did get to bring him back now. Because we're starting to do some lessons, and so that 75% was huge for us. Also the $40,000 loan, that was big as well. So I think for what those were meant for, they have helped us out or helped me out personally with my businesses. And there was a lot of information to digest and making sure you qualify, and that was the other part, where if a person can kind of talk to your accountant, talk to your chamber, just talk to everybody that you trust in the community as experts. And that's really what helped pull me through along the way.
It's so important, I think, about some businesses who perhaps didn't have some of the supports or weren't aware of the information. It's so critical to make sure that you're taking advantage of the supports and funding and the dollars that are there for businesses, because I know you're incurring a lot of additional costs with relaunch, but also the lack of revenue for, having to be closed. And of course, with the Mavericks not being able to have a season. So is there a way that the community can support the Mavericks? I know we can go on and we can purchase some gear from the store. What else can we do to support the Mavericks? Can we purchase our season tickets for next year, or how can we rally around you right now?
Yeah, we had probably about 30% of our sponsors were already paid for this season. So it was a very nice gesture of them to say, what, Greg, hang on to that money, put it to next year. I think they recognized, some of them were in cash flow situations too. So some said, I'd love to let you, but can you reimburse me till next year? So we're just trying to make it through. But things like that, where our season ticket holders as well, probably 80% of our season ticket holders had paid. And I bet 9 out of 10 have said, just hang on to that money for next year. So, the biggest thing for me is, yeah, absolutely. Don't feel like you got to purchase your season tickets 14 months away. Look after your family, be safe, just support each other. And I think that home opener next year is going to be a big one, whenever it may be.
Oh, I can't wait. It's going to be absolutely amazing for our community. So, kind of to wrap things up here, Greg, do you have any, words of wisdom or key messages that you can share with others within the business community who are, grappling with the same challenges and going through some of the same things right now?
I'd say, continue to lean on those that you know or trust, or, to nod myself to you guys again, like lean on the chamber. There's nothing like just even hearing someone else is in the same boat. You almost feel like you're on an island at times with it. So lean on your friends, lean on your business partners, find those mentors, and chip away, because there's many people that are at least as worse off, and maybe worse. And help those that you can. We're still trying to do what we can for fundraisers in the midst of this too. So just do what you can to help others, but don't be afraid to reach out and talk to people for help.
Absolutely. Couldn't have said it better myself, Greg. Thank you so much. And I think it's so key that we rally around each other, that we support one another, and we'll come through this, I think, stronger than before. And I know we're all looking forward to getting back together again when we can see each other in person, for sure.
Absolutely. It was nice catching up with you.